Good morning. Just got back from a ride. This ride was very important. I've got a triathlon, 70.3 miles, half Ironman distance. I think it's 56 miles is the bicycle length. Now what they say is, don't make big changes before race day. However, last weekend, my beloved bicycle here, the rear shifter started acting up. It would get stuck on that big cog. And what was happening when I looked at it is the derailleur, the chain was coming off of the bottom cog and getting caught in here. And I could see it was kind of bent. And yeah, I just couldn't get it back aligned without changing it. I didn't really want to change it this close to race week. I mean, what is today? Wednesday. My race is Saturday. I got the new derailleur in last evening, changed it last night, and did like a really short ride, and then this morning was able to go out for 40 minutes. I didn't really want to change that. My biggest fear was I would get into it and then the cable would fray. And by the way, it did. I even bought those little things to put on the end. It frayed before I could put those on there. But it frayed after I already got it clipped on and locked down. So it's frayed past the point where you screw it down. So ignorable. I did prepare though. I bought some extra cabling in case I had to do it. But I was worried I'd have to replace the cabling. I was worried, well, maybe I need to replace the cassette too. And if I replace the cabling, well, these handlebars are all taped. I'm gonna have to untape it and retape it. You can see really easily that can start to cascade into changing everything. And heck, maybe I should do it, but I don't want to do it, or I really shouldn't be doing it this close to race weekend. So what I did is, I got the new derailleur, got a new bicycle chain, because I figured I'll change the bicycle chain at the same time, just in case it's also messed up. I also ordered a bike chain checker, changed the derailleur and the bicycle chain, and that's all that I changed. I think it's holding steady. I don't think I need to change anything else. I do think it's probably time to change out the cables anyways. It's been a while on those. The cassette looks okay. I mean, maybe it could be changed. I don't know, but all that other stuff I'm fine doing, but I don't want to do a few days or even a week before a big race. So I'm trying to hold back, and it did work. Now I had an extra challenge too. I really wanted to get outside and ride this bicycle outside, but it was storming. It was very wet outside. It was very, very, very windy outside. Luckily, no thunderstorms, so safe. So I put my rain jacket on and braved it and went outside and was able to get in 40 minutes. I had a contingency plan though. I do have some bicycle rollers, and I was going to use those if I needed to, but I'd rather get outside because that way I can move around more and shift more and just get a feel for it that it's working okay. And after my 40-minute ride, it's working okay. And I think I'm good. And I don't think I need to make any other changes before race day. Now after race day, maybe I'll do some other bike maintenance, but again, I want to keep the changes small. I don't want to be changing every last thing. No, one other thing happened too, swimming pool. So I go to the local YMCA to do my swimming practice. And I go usually about two times a week or so. And at this point I'm dialed in, I feel very comfortable swimming. I can swim this whole distance without worry. It's just a matter of how fast I'll end up being. But I do want to stay on top of it, feel comfortable with it, feel prepared. I don't know what happened at the local YMCA, but something happened. They actually had to shut down the pool, drain the whole lap pool, and it was down for the last week or two. I was like, I'm like, if it had been down for a month ago for a week or two, fine. But like this last 2 weeks coming in the triathlon, I kind of wanted to get in at least 1 or 2 swims, in before that. Luckily, I'm near a big city. There's a lot of other YMCAs. A little bit more far to drive, but the other morning I was able to go drive to another YMCA. It's a little bit more distance, use their pool, and get in a good swim workout before my triathlon. And then Friday when I check in the bike, they usually let you do some kind of swimming right there. I'll get in a shorter swim and I'll be prepared for that. So yeah, I almost had an issue with the swim. Running, I fortunately have had no issues with the running. Just pausing there to think. My shoes are okay. I checked the mileage of them. I think I'm still comfortably within the mileage. In fact, because I've cut back on the weightlifting as I got closer to this race, I'm actually even going faster on the running. because it just feels, I don't have that, I don't have that fatigue of the weightlifting and doing deadlifts and squats where my legs are all tired. So I actually feel faster at the running. 1 out of 3, I've had no last minute issues. But the swimming, pool goes down, was able to work around, go to another place, just a bit more driving. Bicycle, and a very, very important component, brakes, was able to fix that. Luckily, it didn't cascade to having to replace a whole bunch of other stuff, so that is great news. And in fact, on the ride this morning, is riding pretty good. It actually felt pretty nice. I don't know when exactly this derailleur went bad, if it was over time. I don't recall dropping it or getting in any crashes, and even this year I've went on many long rides. Just the other week I did about 35 or something miles just 2-ish weeks ago, and it was like a month ago or something I did a 60-mile ride. So I've got in some serious miles on this bicycle just in the last few months, and as I'm thinking about it, like nothing happened. I don't know, maybe someone bumped into it in the garage with something, or maybe this thing was just wearing out over time and something finally just tipped it over the edge, because I wasn't looking up closely, but I can see up close, yeah, that thing is definitely bent, and maybe it just got bent enough to actually fill it, and you just breaks gradually and you don't pay attention. But this morning, it was riding pretty good. The chain felt really smooth. It's kind of like when you don't clean the bicycle chain for a long time, then you clean it and you're like, this feels a lot better. It felt like that, but like 10 times better. Probably because my chain's not dragging on the metal tab in between this cog and that. So yeah, so bicycle was feeling good. My training is dialed in. I've been tapering off before this triathlon, cutting back and everything. I was decreasing the weight last few weeks ago. I was decreasing in on weightlifting, decreasing the volume and the number and the amount of weight. And then I've actually just took a pause on that for the last week and this week, just to be able to prepare for the race. And then the tapering's been going okay. I'm using Training Peaks and keeping track of my fatigue and my form. And I've got in estimates for the impact of the other exercising I'm going to do between now and Saturday. And I think I'm going to come in right in where I want to be. We've not without our challenges and not without a notable last minute change before the race day, but everything else is looking good. I'm really excited for this. I've done the same race before, and I know I can do this. It's just a matter of how fast I'm going to be, how enjoyable is the experience, and really that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to have fun. I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to place in the top 10 or top 20. Probably like the bottom. Maybe I'm the bottom 10. I don't know. I don't care. But I'm going to finish in the time limit. I'm going to finish in the time limit. I'm going to enjoy the experience. I'm going to have fun. And for me, it's just really a great way to bring all of that training that I do all together into one day. Because really, these single days, these single events, they don't really all matter that much. You do this one day. Say it takes the whole day. The time limit's 8.5 hours, I think. Even if you take 8.5 hours, it sounds like a lot. I do more than 8.5 hours of exercising every single week. So those single day events, they're great. They give you a point to focus on. They give you a goal. They give you something to work towards. They give you a chance to bring everything together that you've been working towards, and I love that. But they're really kind of small. They're just kind of like the peak of the iceberg for all of the work that went into it. So you've really got to love the process. You've really got to love the journey. You got to roll with the punches when your rear derailleur breaks or you can't use the swimming pool. But hey, that's what it is. Wish me luck and have a good rest of the day. And maybe some of my other videos might help you out. Later. Bye.